No, that's he's in there.
Aaron, the way that you guys came out tonight, second night of a back-to-back, bunch of guys missing. You had such a massive impact early playing off space. What did you feel out there in terms of like the approach to the game for you all as a team and the way you fit into that?
Yeah, like you said, playing off space. We had an attack first mentality, hit first mentality coming into the game, and we were able to kind of get downhill, get offensive rebounds, create advantages and opportunities to get some open looks. So just playing off space and hitting shots, was able to get off to a good start.
Dub, you've talked in the past about kind of some of those game pressure moments being the times where you really can learn a lot and grow a lot. What'd you make of that fourth quarter stretch where you all punched right back? You and particularly Isaiah Hartenstein kind of dominated that crucial aspect of the game.
I thought we had good two-man action, but guys are ready to make the next play. Obviously, Wiggs stepped up big. I think that was it. So I don't think it was like – I think Hart did a really good job on the boards and screening and just being in the right place, giving us extra possessions, and then me just kind of trusting other guys to make plays, in which they did, and that was kind of like the game plan. We trust each other to make plays, and that's what everybody did.
For either of you guys, you came in obviously top team in the West as the number 2 team. Did that give you extra motivation coming into this game?
Yeah. You try and treat these games as close to playoffs as possible. I feel like they obviously probably felt the same way. And Mark's big on that, just understanding like each game, like what we bring into the game and what kind of the stakes are.
What was the thing, especially in the first half, the rebounding disparity? What was it that was working so well that allowed you guys to build that big lead?
We rebounded well.
Yeah, really well.
Oh, wow, this is new. I think just we've been like harping on getting extra possessions with really good offense. So anytime that we can get extra possessions and kind of fuel even more offense, I think our rating goes up quite a bit, and that's something we were harping on. I didn't know that though.
All season long, you guys have been really strong on second nights of back-to-backs. I'm just curious, on a night like tonight where, you're going up against a really good team like Memphis, you're down a couple of guys, just what allows you guys to be successful in these nights and have the punch that you did?
That's my answer.
I
I pointed at you. I said you were my answer.
No excuses. Second night of a back-to-back. We've got a good team, and obviously, we got some guys out right now, but no excuses. You want to come out, you want to hit first, and, you want to get a win every game. So you treat every game like, they have meaning. And, we came out tonight, got off to a good start, and we were able to finish, through the end.
And Aaron, you've obviously found some rhythm offensively over these last few games. Just what are you feeling out there? What are you noticing, or what area do you feel like you're growing during this stretch here?
Just kind of playing confident. Guys are finding me. I'm getting good looks, and shots are falling. So just continuing to kind of play within the offense and try to make plays.
Jalen, when Aaron is shooting like that, how much does it make it easier for you and the rest of the guys?
I mean, he went 8 for 13 from the three, so that I told him I'm trying to find him, and it's not even that like the threes are loud, but he's just a very good player. So when people like run him off the line, he can still do a plethora of other things. So I think that's kind of like the underlying aspect. So tonight it's him making threes, but there's just a lot of plays where he makes the extra pass or he knows when to cut. Like he just understands how to like play off of everybody and then like also be able to create his own. So he's been big for us this season. Obviously he's going through a really good stretch too, which is something that just adds more depth to our team. But yeah, tonight it was the threes. The other night it's cutting, playing off the catch, creating his own shot. So he just does a lot. So it just makes the game that much easier. It gives us more space to do a lot of things and just another weapon in the tool shed.
For either one of you, it took a while for Ja and Moran to get going. What did you guys do defensively to make it tough on Ja tonight?
Just our game plan. We as a team, we're all on the same page just to try and, make them get to, other actions and not allow, Jaron, Desmond, those guys to, get going and, get easy opportunities. So as a team, we were just kind of keyed in on, trying to, load up and make them get off the ball, and we did a good job of that.
Anybody else?
Let's go.
Thanks, guys.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Mark, you guys kind of had some wind in your face coming into this game. Second night of a back-to-back, shorthanded without some key rotation guys. What would you notice about just the effort, the tenacity of your team tonight?
Yeah, just great toughness, collective toughness, and grit to come in here and get a win under those circumstances. And also, they are a great team. They've played great all season, and they also were red hot coming in. And I thought it was similar to the Portland game recently. Portland was similar. They were playing really well. They've played really well since. And I just thought our guys' tone coming into the game was impressive because you really, if you're going to stop a team like that, you got to stop them in their tracks. And I thought we did a great job tonight.
We have seen, time over time, guys in positions like Shea and J-Dub, kind of on-ball guys that take over fourth quarters. Tonight seemed to be one of the more rare cases of a guy like Isaiah Hartenstein taking over a fourth quarter. What did you see from him?
I mean, just the rebounding, the toughness around the basket. He's just a competitor, and I thought the guys showed their competitive spirit tonight. Him, Wiggins, rebounded great. Kenrich Williams was everywhere. Caruso, I thought, did a really good job on Morant. Top to bottom, just like great toughness. And I thought that group to start the fourth quarter showed great poise. Like we gave up a 4-point play at the end of the third. Then they made a run to start the fourth. We were a little frantic offensively, and we settled into the game nicely and got a couple stops, got a couple scores, and were able to stabilize the game, got it back to 17 before we forced a timeout to them. So, really, really good stretch of time there for that group too.
Ja's father was escorted off the court late in the game. To your knowledge, was that by request of one of your players or the team?
Not to my knowledge, no.
You mentioned it, but the rebounding was, especially in the first half, big disparity. What was working well for you guys and allowed you to kind of get that in the first half?
We're a great offensive rebounding team, so you've got to account for them. I thought we had great intentionality. I thought our execution of the game plan, from getting back to our half-court defense to our rebounding tonight, our guys just were focused possession by possession and stacked them up. And it wasn't perfect, but we had the type of focus and execution that you need to have to beat a good team on the road that's playing as well as Memphis is playing right now. And the rebounding was a huge part of that. And then we got our share of them tonight. I thought we made huge plays on the offensive glass, chasing the ball down. There's a little bit of everybody. Hard, obviously, handled a lot of that for us, but it was by committee. I thought the guys did a great job.
You touched on it some there with just the game plan execution, but it seemed like that point of attack that you talked about before the game really prevented Morant from getting near the rim for most of the night. What were some of the key aspects of the actual execution of that defensive attack?
Well, they got there late. They drove us late, and then we were in the bonus, so they were able to milk us to the line a little bit. They shot a lot of free throws in the second half, but I thought for the most part in the game we did a good job of meeting them early and just taking on the one-on-one challenge that they make you take on. I mean, they're going to make you deal with that for 48 minutes. They have an identity that they play to very impressively, and you've got to stand in there if you want to hit that fastball. And I thought, again, our guys did a really good job of that tonight.
Shea has talked about, do you have one? Sorry. Shea's talked about really trying to invest in the things that are going to matter the most late in the season, playing out of double teams, getting off the ball early. Tonight you get 8 threes from Aaron Wiggins as they're kind of sagging off of him. How critical are these opportunities for you guys as a team as you're building throughout the course of the season to execute?
Yeah, every game's a different challenge, but to come on the road shorthanded on a back-to-back and play a team that is as good as Memphis, that's playing as well as Memphis, we really challenged ourselves and tested ourselves tonight and rose to the level of the game, which I thought was very impressive. It's January. what is it? It's not even January. I don't even know what month it is. It's February. We smell All-Star break. We've obviously had a good year. You got all the reasons to not, fully compete in the game, and yet we had a group of guys tonight that fully competed in the game. I was very impressed.
Mark, what were the positives that you saw there in the fourth quarter when the crowd got back into the game? Memphis made a run at you guys. I think Wiggins hit a three, then Hart rocked a rebound. You guys kind of answered that call.
Yeah, that was a huge stretch. Like I said, I thought, that group of guys did a great job. The momentum started at the end of the third. We had a 25-point lead, and we didn't execute down the stretch of the third. Credit them that they made it within striking distance, and then they put a run on us. I thought they had maybe their best lineup on the court to start the fourth. They had Morant and Jackson and Bain out there, I believe, and so they were going for the game at that point, and they put a run on us. The crowd got into it. We were, like I said, a little skittish offensively, and then we settled into the game on both ends and just course corrected, which you have to be able to do. You only have so many timeouts. You only have so many solutions. The team has to be able to kind of get the car back on the road on their own, and they did that group in that stretch. So it was very impressive.
Anybody else? Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Yep.
Thanks.